Henry, is it a good thing to be playing the Argos 5 days with just 5 days in between?
It's actually a very good thing. Right now, I think we're that team coming in that we're that wounded dog in the corner right now. Of course, we've had 4 weeks of a slump, but it's good to be coming off this game as far as the fact that the thoughts are still fresh in our mind from the opposition's defense, the looks that they showed us. We're up to date on the personnel, knowing what they were going to do, but we also expect some little new wrinkles from Coach Chris Jones. But right now, like I said, it's still fresh in our mind. I mean, we're the team that's angry backed into the corner right now because right now, we're getting to the point where we're almost a desperate team. But we definitely need this win, and we had a good week of preparation, so we're looking forward to it.
Is that what makes it tough to sweep back within that time period? Because the team that doesn't succeed the first week out figures that there's redemption, within that short period of time.
Well, the bottom line is it's always momentum that you have to withstand. I mean, the fact that, the team that goes and is able to get a victory in game one, they have to be able to come back and emulate that in game two. And sometimes that's tough because, when you play in a 3-down game, I mean, it's hard to withstand some consistency for a long time because eventually, the other team will start to make plays. But, we have that talent where we can go on runs and do a lot of great things as far as in game-to-game situations. But right now, we've had frustrating past 4 weeks, and this team's on the verge of breaking out, and if there's any time we need to make that happen, it definitely needs to be right now.
Ray, does confidence suffer after giving up 4 fourth quarter leads?
You know what? They just asked me that. You know what? It's not like we're out there getting whipped the whole game. It's one quarter that's really killing us, and I feel we're pretty dominant. We have some good players over there on defense and on offense, and it's just a matter of finishing games. And guys aren't losing the confidence. Guys aren't getting down. Guys are frustrated, definitely frustrated. But no, confidence. I think our confidence is still high because we know we've done it. We proved that we go out there and do it and be dominant for 3 quarters of a game. We just got to figure it out in the last quarter.
Casey Crean talked earlier this week about utilizing linebackers more. How can he do that?
One is by blitzing us more. So we've been trying to get him to do, man. Me and JJ. I think that's one of our strengths that we haven't utilized. Just sitting back there, being really vanilla. Trying to chase things down. That's what me and JJ have been doing. But if you get us more involved in blitzing and let those O-linemen think that we're coming, even if we're not coming, but you obviously got to send us so they can think about it. But we do want to blitz more because I think that's something that we can add to it. And when you blitz, big plays happen.
Henry, as you said, you're this close in the fourth quarter. It's just you're leading going into the fourth. So what makes the difference? Is it just inconsistency?
Well, honestly, I don't think the fourth quarter has been our biggest problem as far as offensively. I think the fact that leading up to the fourth quarter, I mean, we've had the ball in scoring zone 5, 6, 7 times in the past 4 games. The difference is 50% of those times we're kicking for 3 points. And in a league where it's known for scoring lots of points and it's an offensive game, you can't allow an offensive team with the likes of Ricky Ray or Anthony Calvillo with the talent that they have around them to linger. I mean, when you let those guys stick around, eventually they're going to make something happen. I mean, that's just the way this league is. And we need to start putting more pressure, helping our defense out by putting the ball in the end zone. Then we won't have all these dramatic, heroic fourth-quarter comebacks and things that have to take place. And I put that solely on us as the offense because we have the firepower to make that happen. And now it's all about us just stepping out there and making it happen within the first couple of quarters. So therefore, we don't have to worry about that, all the dramatics and fireworks in the fourth quarter.
Chris, you've set new CFL record this year. Do you look at record books and think about accomplishments and look at your numbers and do all those things at this point in the season?
No, definitely not. I mean, right now we need to find wins in whatever way I can help, whether it's returning the ball, catching the pass, blocking, whatever. I'm going to do my part.
So you didn't look up what Henry Gizmo Williams' record for career return records are?
I did not. Everybody's kind of chimed in and told me little bits of it, but honestly, I don't know what it is.
Have you ever seen film on the Gizmo?
I have not. I do look forward to seeing it, though. I would like to see, exactly what he was doing.
He had one of the best nicknames in the history of CFL. Do you have a nickname?
No, sir.
Any suggestions?
No
Cockhat for a day.
Nah, man, the guys always mess around with me, But I don't have a nickname. When they give me one, we'll see what it is, and I'll make the determination if it's gonna stick or not. But
you don't always get to decide how that turns out. You got some suggestions, right?
No. Give me a week. Give me about a week. I'll get something.
A couple of the guys just said fast.
No.
Okay.
This is left of this fast, but yeah, I'm not. I don't like that one either.
No?
Chris, I got to ask you about Mont Carroll. You two had a pretty good battle going, particularly in that second half. You beat him for that 52-yard completion. He got you for, or he was in front of you for the interception, whichever for a touchdown. So I guess, is that something you're going to be expecting again in this game?
Well, we played against them twice this year, and they
Yeah.
played me pretty much the same way both times. I definitely expect to see a lot of him, and we'll just like always, man, go out there and compete and try to make plays.
Well, what was it about what he was doing last game that that was a bit of a challenge?
This is the way that they like to run their defense, man. They like to man up. They like to send a lot of guys and try to pressure the quarterback and make you think and react quickly and maybe get you a little uncomfortable. But as long as we're executing and doing what we're supposed to be doing, we should have good success.
Henry, you had a great first month, with Player of the Month, and sort of in this losing streak, your numbers have not been as spectacular as that first month was. Are you aware of that? Is there something that's changed? Is there something you put your finger on?
I think the only thing really changed is just passing yards. We've still been efficient except for this past game. Our percentage was definitely down than having the 2 interceptions. But, I think we still have done a great job of just taking care of the ball up into this last game and, at least getting, high completion percentage, at least try to move the chains and stay on the field. But, Toronto's done a great job against us this year in the 2 games we played against us. I think they've kept us to a low percentage of passing, and that's something that we have to definitely be more efficient on. And one of the things I've said going into this last game, and I don't think I used it enough, was my feet. When they're playing man-to-man, the one thing that I can do to help, but the problem is finding the running lane before they actually get to me is the problem. So, but if I can have an opportunity to use my feet to kind of help take some of the pressure off, just dropping back and looking for a receiver all the time, to really put pressure on their defense and take them out of man-to-man, using my feet is definitely the way to make that happen. That's something that I definitely have to incorporate. And through losses, you learn things about yourself, and that's definitely been my lesson that I've learned as far as since Monday.
Ray defensively and Henry offensively. In a short week, it's got to be tough to try to bring in new things for the Argos that maybe they didn't see in the last game. But did you spend more this week trying to bring in new stuff or perhaps correct mistakes that you made in the last game?
Correct. So we corrected some stuff, and then you got to throw in a wrinkle here and there. Obviously, you can't put too much in because it's a short week, but definitely correcting some of the mistakes we made, and then you want to throw in a wrinkle so that Ricky doesn't know, he sees something different coming into this game.
Yeah, we prepare for 2 games because you got to understand you're going in kind of with your basic game plan as far as what you're going to target, but you also have to be ready for adjustments that they're going to make as well. And following the game Monday, we still have a lot of plays that we haven't ran from the game Monday that we put in last week. But now we have some adjustments off the things that we definitely know that they're going to run because it's what their defense is built on. But, we're expecting the unexpected as well. We've talked about different scenarios of things that they've done in the past that we haven't seen yet, so we're definitely expecting those as well. But, they've had success against us running man-to-man coverage, and that's what we have to beat to be successful. And, as much as we struggled, we still put up a good amount of points on them. And just like we said to ourselves, just imagine if we actually turn that table now. Let's be the team that's having the success as far as the offense-wise. We can really do some great things at that point then.
Do you feel like you're having to make these kind of emotional, real motivational speeches to the locker room these days, knowing the skid that you guys have been on?
Not more than others because, the guys are aware of what's at hand. I think the number one thing is, don't get outside yourself and get too emotional because right now all we need is focus. We need guys to pay attention to detail because that's what's gotten us beat. Emotions haven't gotten us beat because we're a team that plays with effort for 60 minutes. Every game we haven't given up one bit at all. That's why we've lost these 4 games, but they've all been games late in the fourth quarter where something's happened here or there and the other team pulled ahead of us. But the thing is, us as a team, we're sticking together. There's nobody getting head over heels about the situation because the bottom line is it's on us. And the only way we can make it happen is that we do our jobs better.
Where are you? I know I don't want to overstate it, but do you find yourself becoming angry? Like not angry at any particular person, but feeling angry?
He punched me earlier.
I don't more frustrated than angry. I think, obviously you're upset when you lose, right? But I think it's more frustration than anything, and just trying to put a finger on it, trying to put a finger on everything. I think guys are just we feel like we're doing the right things. We're putting the extra film in. Got some new guys out there. We're making sure that they're watching film, and when you take an extra time out to do stuff like that, you want to see it translate into a win, and it hasn't yet. So I think just more frustration. I'm not angry at Hank, Chris, the coaches. I think we're just as a team we're just frustrated because we know we're really close, man, and we gotta just turn things around here.
Any more questions, guys? Okay, thanks.